Hello and welcome to Paper and Moose. It is Goodwill day. I'm actually in the area. I was just at an estate sale that I did rather well at, so I thought, let me see if my luck can continue and stop at Goodwill. So will I find any treasure? Will the shelves be full or will they be bare? One way to find out. Let's get in there and see what goodies we can find at Goodwill. Trip to Goodwill, voiceover because of the music. Naturally, of course, I head straight for the holiday. This area has been pretty well stocked. I usually do a quick scan and walk down the aisle just to see if anything catches my eye. And then I'll go back and go through the shelves a little bit more thoroughly. Head over to the other side. I have a soft spot for ceramics, but you can't save them all because if I did, I'd need another home just for those. Time lapse. I found these angels. Technology is not always on my side. So we're in the black color section. I found these cute. It's a creamer and sugar keeper. They are vintage. The cows inside, I was struggling here. There was something in there, and then it turns out it was the lid for the sugar. They were 99 cents each. They were previously marked something else by the yellow sticker underneath. I did look them up, but for me, it's just not worth selling them. Now, to someone that has been on the hunt for a pair of these, it would definitely be a good buy. Back to the Halloween. This was filmed before Halloween. And I found this guy, which, what a pleasant surprise. It's a vintage Raupo planter for $2.99. Great shape, just mixed in there with the newer items. Put him in my basket. I will take a look in the craft section. There's always a mishmash of stuff from notepads to crayons to this bag of antique goodness. These are star braid seams, I believe. I was looking for a barcode because I thought that these just looked way too nice to be old. But they are old. They're from the 1880s. And it was $2.99 for the whole bag. They went into my basket. So there's plenty of notebooks, pens, notepads, sometimes cheaper than the dollar store, other times not. I believe that was some type of alarm because it went off after I touched it. We have folders, binders. It is a good place, I think, to shop for supplies such as those. And then I run into my crafting kits, which I pass on because most of the time they're opened and I don't know what is there and what is not. But yes, this Goodwill has the color-coded aisles. This is the brown, yellow section. Scanning, as my mind does. I think this was an Avon collectible. Some people still collect Avon, others won't touch it. Classic Tupperware. I prefer the orange color. Many people do not like to use Tupperware anymore because of the BPAs. I thought I would take a gander at the electronic section. Plenty of cassettes, books on tape, plenty of cassettes. These were the Monkees. Greatest hits. People say we're monkeying around. I wish my car still had a cassette player in it. I had a Volkswagen Beetle from 2003, and that had a cassette player, and I absolutely loved it. I was shocked by the amount of great cassettes they had here. I mean, you have Cyndi Lauper, classic, George Michael, and then also Lisa and Cult Jam. They were my jam when I was little, head to toe. That was a good song. But they had the singles. There's Monica, Boyz II Men, Leanne Rimes, wacky favorites. Usually those are fun. Running Bear, Spiders and Snakes. Oh, Tracy Chapman, I missed that one. More Monkees. Who is this? Spice Girls. Classic. And then top it off with some Lion King, Elton John, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? A good trip to Goodwill. I hope you did not mind the voiceover. I have to do that because of the music that plays in the background. As a YouTuber, you can receive copyright strikes if the YouTube bots detect segments of music that you do not own the rights to or that you are not free to use. So, if Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas comes on, can't include it. As much as I love that song. So yes, it was a good trip to Goodwill. This was actually filmed before Halloween, so I'm very late in getting it up and moving. Sometimes when I have to do the voiceovers, I kind of lag in editing it and putting it out there. But we are going to see what I picked up with, I think, the most interesting find last. So first, this guy. I think I overlooked him when I first was in the Halloween section. He was this way. I thought it kind of looked newer, but it is a Raupo, made in Japan, $2.99 jack-o'-lantern planter. Jack-o'-lantern planter, that's kind of a tongue twister. $3 is a great price for this guy. You can find him on eBay. There were a lot of listings during the October month, between $14 and $25. Now, if you come across a Raupo planter that is a pumpkin with either a witch or a black cat attached to it, grab it, because those are highly sought after and can bring in $100 or more. Wish that would have been there, but I most likely would keep it for myself. This is the first Halloween planter that I have, I think. And this could actually be put out during the Halloween and Thanksgiving season too. So it has multi-use, put some candy in it, flowers in it, or just add it to your cute holiday decor. And for $3, I thought that was a pretty good purchase. Much easier than finding it online, paying for shipping, and hoping that it gets to you in one piece. Then I also purchased the Bag-O Angels for $1.99. There were 3 older ones in there. I think there was a dreamsicle. I think that's what they're called, angel. I picked them up because I thought they had nice colors and they might be good for someone that collects angels, because there are people that collect them, or to use in different scenes for decorating. I think this one's holding a little lamb with a cute little face. So we bought those. Then my purchase that I think was the best purchase there, the most interesting, the oldest purchase, Bag-O sewing items, $2.99. At first, I thought those must be reproduction. So I was looking for a barcode, and I did not find one. So we have, I'm not sure how many are in here, but they are Star Braid threading yarn. The best, ask for it again. Patented June 25th, 1878. So you see something like this, a whole bag of them, and you kind of think, well, they must be, repros, but they're not. They have an inch rule on that side, and then extra wide on that side. An assortment of colors, and the packaging is just wonderful. Whoa. So wonderful, it just jumps out. Then we have these, this is Something Special brand. Plymouth Thread and Yarn Company. This is a nice color. I know there was a big fad, I'm not sure if it still happens, with decorating with the spools. This is Never Rip 3-cord mercerized cotton from the Philadelphia Thread Company. You probably cannot see that label inside. This is a really nice color. These are great to decorate with. You know, you can put one on top of another. You can put something out of here. Christmas time, add a tree, add a star, bottle brush tree, whatever your decorating heart desires. But I was most interested in the star braid notions. I looked online. There are some, I'm looking at my computer, there were 16 spools. It says vintage star braid plus others seam binding. There you go. Lot from 1880, 16 spools. And it's the exact same label. I mean, from 1880, and they still look like this. Never used, probably put in a drawer in a Sewing Notions little box, saved from a collector. This one was definitely used. But you know, what are they worth? That's what I do not know. I have exhausted all my free trials of WorthPoint. And I can't justify the $20-some cost per month to pay for it, because most often a lot of things I find, you know, I can't find a price for online, and then those that I do, I find the price comps in other places. But if any of you do have a subscription to WorthPoint and you're able to check that out for me, that would be most appreciated. I'm just interested in knowing what the value of these are. It could be $20. It could be, you know, they're worth $3 a piece. But there's a lot of browns. I just realized that. They like the browns. These may be the oldest items that I have ever found at Goodwill. Now, from the 1880s, I don't think I've come across a lot of items from that time period while at Goodwill, if ever. So, you know, for that reason, to purchase them for $3, I think is good. And plus, these can even, again, my mind is always on decor or other uses. Now, I'm sure junk journalists would probably like to use this, you know, the material in their journals. They could also then use the packaging in of itself. But, you know, let's just say for Christmas, we have a red and a green. If you had a little sled that had just a little space in the back, you could always put those back there. Do something red and green, you know, kind of decor it with the ribbon. Oh, put it on top of, perhaps you have an old box, an old wooden box. Set this on top of the box and maybe put some, if you have small, older Christmas balls, put those on top, or other little, you know, bits of Christmas accessories. My brain is kind of in overdrive thinking now, so I'm not really coming up with the words, but I think you get the idea. So yes, you can use anything for decor. It's just whatever your mind can create, and if you like it, then go with it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It was a fun day for me. We have some Halloween and some antique items, which they're always fun to find. Now, my plan is for my next video to be another little glimpse into the world of the star braid and show you some old advertisements from that era, or also from other vintage and antique Sewing Notions and thread companies. I find that their advertising was really unique and interesting, especially if you can go back and see the Victorian die cut cards, because oftentimes those Victorian advertising cards are just, you know, you have a little kid with like a bug with wings, and the bug is sitting on a spool of thread. The colors are beautiful and it's eye-catching, which is exactly what they wanted. So on to the next. As I always say, stay tuned for more adventures here at Paper and Moose. I'll have to go thrifting again. Who knows what we'll find. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you all next time.